Hello, online crew. Hope you're having an awesome day. So let's talk about personal branding today. I have spoken about branding just recently, but I really want to share with you what personal branding is not. I always talk about what branding is and what you should be doing and questions you should think about when you think about personal branding. But I also want to make it clear what personal branding is actually not, what we want to stay away from in relation to personal branding. So that's what we're going to cover today. Before we get into the content, there are a couple of updates that I want to give you as well. One of those is a scam that's going around at the moment and it's affecting a lot of people. So I want to bring that to your attention. And the second thing is just a little update on yesterday's video with one of the Facebook updates I gave you. I just want to clarify something for you because some of you are confused with one of them. So I'll give you those two updates in a moment before we go into the personal branding information. So if you are joining me, please say hello, although I can't see your comments again. No, Facebook, no, I've had enough. I can't see your comments again, guys. What's going on, Facebook? Is this been all week, guys, that I haven't been able to? I reckon this is also last week. I'm not sure what I've done wrong in Facebook land, but Facebook doesn't want me to see your comments. So naturally, please interact, engage with me, even though I can't see your comments. And I will go back after the video and certainly answer you and acknowledge, your comments. So let's see who we've got on by the heads. So we've got High Five Mike. I can see your head. Let's go through this quickly. Who else have we got here? We've got Laurie on. Who else's head? Give me some heads so I can do pick the head. That's Mel's head. Now, mind you, this does coming down to me knowing your profile picture. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Brady. Oh, that's either Heidi or Norm. You're together. So which one is it, guys? Is it Heidi or is it Norm? Who else have we got on? We've got Crystal on. We've got Lynn on. I'm getting really good at picking the head. We've got Jen on. Thanks, guys. Olive's on. Sorry to do that to you guys. It's all I got. It's all I got to work with these days. All good. All good. We carry on. But please still interact with me and engage with me on the live, and I'll go back to your comments afterwards. So if we have not met before, I don't normally play pick the head with profile pictures when people are giving me likes and loves, but I have this common problem with Facebook that I just can't see any comments. So every now and again I have a roll of it, and that seems to be this week. So we just carry on, and my name is Helen Martin, if we've not met before, and I am your online crew captain. So my job here is to serve this awesome online crew community that we have here of entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, those in MLM, that kind of business model, building a business from home, and we are learning to leverage social media to build our business with modern online strategies. So we don't want old school. We don't want to hassle anyone to buy anything off us. We don't want to wrestle people to the ground to join us in our team. We truly want to attract people to us by using attraction marketing strategies and modern social media strategies and live video and all those kind of things. So that's what we talk about here. I start my week with something to do with personal development and personal growth. I love those videos. Make sure you caught my video this week because I think it's got a really insightful message that people need to hear. Then we talk about all things social media, and I finish off the week with a social media tip of the week, something that I just really want to focus on or I think will help you sort of move your business forward. So that's what we do here. So welcome to our online crew. If you're new to us, please put the word new down below so I can give you a special shout out, which I'll have to give you later because I can't see the comments. But anyway, you know what I mean. So the two little updates I want to give you. One was a follow-up from one of the Facebook updates I gave you yesterday, which talked about Android users being given the ability to do 3D photos. Now, I know this, but I shouldn't presume that everybody else knows this because the question came up a few times. To be able to use the 3D photo ability through either an iPhone or Android now, if you've got the update, is you need to take the photo in portrait mode. You can't use normal photos for the 3D option. So when you go to take a photo, there's different options to take a photo. So, if you go into your normal camera, it says photo, video, all the other options it's got down the bottom. One of those options is portrait. So you need to take your photo in portrait mode before you can make it a 3D photo, okay? So I just wanted to clarify that because that came up a couple of times. People didn't think that they had the functionality for it, but you probably do. It's just how you actually take the original photo, okay? So I hope that's helpful to some of you. The other one is there is a massive scam going around at the moment. It's not new. We've seen it before. It resurfaces every few months. I accidentally got caught up with it from somebody last night. They didn't send it, but it came from their messenger. So it's got to me too. I know a lot of other people that have been affected by it just recently in the last sort of few days. So I want to alert you to what that is, because some of you may not be aware that these couple of things are a scam. If you get a message sent to you from somebody that says, what was the words? Please tell your friends not to accept a friend request from, and it's somebody's name that you won't know. So that it's about that long in written, in Messenger. It'll be forwarded from a friend of yours, so it'll more than likely come from a trusted source. And the words will say something like, so you think it's coming from them alerting you to a spammer, when it's actually a spammer, and that's what a lot of these spammers do. They phrase these spammy messages in a way that you actually think somebody's doing you a favor and spread the word, because everybody needs to know this is a scam, where it's actually a scam itself. But that's how they get you to share it around, because you actually think you're doing good and you're not doing good, and that's how they catch you out. So if you get either a message from a friend that says, alert, update, please alert all your friends to not accept a friend request from XYZ person. Do not open it, do not touch it, do not forward it. Then you get caught, you're being hacked, okay? So that's one thing. The follow-up one to it is that they grab, if you're doing live video, they grab a screenshot of your head. And this is where I got caught, because I didn't pick up the first message. I just got the second message, and it was from somebody I know, somebody from my community, and it said my name. It said, Helen Martin, is this you? And it's a picture of my face wearing this hat. So it's actually been picked up from one of my lives. And I didn't understand it. And yeah, I know about this scam. I can't believe I didn't pick it up. And so I clicked on it. So if you get any spam from me, it's because I've been caught by it. And it's like, I'm not sure. It's like, I just thought they were querying me on one of my videos what it was about or something. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Which video are you talking about? Something like that. And they're like, I didn't send this, Helen. I'm so sorry. And then I looked up her feed, and she had sent me prior the message, probably unknowingly as well, the first message that I just told you about friend request. I never opened it because I know that was spam, but because she's been caught up, the second one came to me, and I wasn't thinking at the time. I just thought she was forwarding one of my videos and asking something about it, so I clicked on it. So it's very easy to get caught with clicking on these things, being very unaware that they are totally from hackers and spam. Okay, and what happens from then is then you start, unbeknownst to you, so like this person, they've been hacked, so all these messages are coming from their messenger, but they're not being sent by that person. And they're like, I'm so sorry, Helen, I'm so sorry. And it's like, I know you didn't do it deliberately, it's okay. So I really want you to be alert to that, because it is rife at the moment, those two particular ones, but it originates from the first one. Please let your Facebook friends know not to accept a friend request. Do not open that message. Do not forward the message. Okay? So they're the two alerts I wanted to let you know about. Now, let's get on to talking about personal branding. Before I do that, I will just check in with you guys. I don't like to waste your time when I can't see your comments, but I'll just see if you've got any comments. Come on, pull it up. I hope I get my comments back tomorrow maybe, or next week. So Crystal got it too. So we've got Crystal. Thank you for recapping, Crystal. Hey, Karina. Hey, Karen. You had 3 this week. Karen's had 3 this week. It is rife, because... and it just spreads like wildfire, guys. You just don't realize that people actually think they're doing a favor, so they send it out to all their friends, and then it just spreads and spreads and spreads like a weed. Jen, I got them but never touched them. Very wise. Karen, can also come from a message not using Facebook, that's how I saw it was a possible scam. I reported it and they deleted the fake profile. Awesome. Well done. Hi, Patricia. I've never received a ton of these. Oh, you have received and never opened them. Awesome. So how do you fix it if you happen to know them and get there's actually really nothing you can do about it. It does settle down and goes away. But apart from sort of deleting all your stuff, which you're not going to do and I'm not going to do, we just sort of have to ride it out. Okay, so let's get on to the personal branding side of it. This is what, I don't want to come from a negative space by any means. What I'm concentrating on with this video about what personal branding is not, I just want to be real, make it really clear of the things that you want to stay away from with personal branding. And if you don't know much about personal branding is the future of your business on social media in this particular industry. Okay, you do not want to be branding your company. You don't want to have the company's name up in lights on a business page, on your personal page. That's reasons that I've talked about before. Maybe what I'll do in the comments section of this video is put a link to the video I did, was it last week? Regarding the reasons we don't want to do any of that stuff I mentioned, because I don't want to repeat myself because I've already done a video on that. But I'll put a link to that video in the comments section of this video. So if you don't know what I'm talking about regarding personal branding, that you can come back later and look in the comments section. Even better, actually, I will add to the description. So if you're watching the replay, it may already be up there by the time you watch this. I've got a free video series where I spell all of this out. So if you're a little bit clueless to personal branding or branding on social media and why we don't want to really push our company's products or name or whatever, then just get access to my it's free, just my video series where I explain all of that. So I'll add that to the description up above when I finish this video. So there's 5 things that I want to share with you about what personal branding is not. The first thing is it's not about just adding your name to the wording of your network marketing company. So let's say you know the future of building your business online is on a business page, and you've started a business page. You've heard that's a good thing to do. You know that business pages gives us a lot of features and opportunities that personal profiles don't. Maybe you even know that we're not allowed to push our businesses on personal profiles, so that's why you've started the business page. There could be all sorts of reasons why you've started a business page. Every single one of you should be starting a business page, whether you are really active or you're just growing it slowly, each to their own. But if you're in this industry and you want a future of building your business online on social media, you should have a business page. It doesn't mean that you have to go all in full bore doing 5 days a week live video like I do. Just start it. Get a presence, get a brand, work out your branding and start growing it slowly because it takes time. Where I see a lot of people give up on their business page is because their expectations were way out of whack. They just think, yeah, I'm going to start a business page and, but I don't get as much interaction on my business page as I do a personal profile. No kidding. You've had your personal profile for 15 years, 10 years. You've had a business page for 5 minutes. Doesn't equate, guys. Of course it's going to be slower and you're going to have less interaction and engagement on a business page than a personal profile. Look at how long it's been around, how long you've been around. People that are there that know you, your friends and family, they're going to watch because they're just curious buggers. They may not even be interested in what you're talking about, but they're going to watch because they're like, oh, what are they up to? So you can't compare, but you need to start the journey, okay? But let's say we've got the business page and all you've done is gone, Helen Martin, independent distributor of XYZ, and I've got the name of my company. That's not personal branding. It doesn't help you whatsoever. You might as well not have the business page. Game over, secrets out. Everybody knows what companies you're with. They're Googling the company anyway. They don't like what they see, or they've gone straight to a website with prices on it. Oh, that's too expensive, that stuff she sells. So you've lost people before you've even started. So your biggest secret should be the name of your company. And I know some of you guys don't get that, so just go and watch my free video series. I'll put the link up at top. But that's what personal branding isn't. Personal branding isn't just adding your name to the company that you're with. It serves no point. Personal branding is about you. You don't own the company. You don't make any decisions about the company. You don't have any decisions about pricing. You don't have any decisions about distribution. You are not the company. You are you. What makes you stand out from the crowd? You. What makes people buy from you than somebody else in the company? Because you've got your own brand. It's you that people are drawn to. People don't care about your thing. People care about you. So your personal brand is all about you. I give you permission, in your life to make it all about you. So that's what personal branding is about. It's not about Helen Martin, independent distributor of XYZ. That is not personal branding. Okay? So I want to make that really clear. I hope that's very clear. It's not about having a very well thought out, professionally looking, graphic designed, brand that you've spent 6 months working on your brand and you've had graphic designers work on it and all that kind of, it doesn't matter. Your brand will evolve. You just need to start with some kind of structure as to what you're about, what you want to talk about, what do you want to be known for, all the questions I talked about in the other video that I'm going to put in the comments section below. All those kind of things. Like, just start. It's not about perfection. It's not about having the world's best crafted words about what you do and what you stand for, and you've got a logo that's cost you $500 for somebody to develop, and you've got a color scheme, all of it. It's not that. A personal brand is just you being you. You've got to have a tagline and some words and a little bit of structure as to what your brand is and what you stand for, so sort of people know what you're about. But it's not about having perfection, because it doesn't exist, for one. And your brand might evolve. My brand's already evolved slightly. And words will change. And things run through my head all the time. Well, maybe I can change my words on that. And that's what I'm going to stand for moving forward. Because you will work out what people resonate with you with. You'll work out what content you like talking about and not. You'll learn what you get more interaction and engagement on your videos and posts than not. But you don't know that until you start your journey. So you're not going to have your brand sorted out 100% at the beginning of your journey. So just accept that's all part of the process. You don't have to have your brand all nutted out 100% from word go, because you're not even there yet. You may not even have fans and followers yet. So there is an element of sort of knowing what you stand for and what you're going to do and what you want to help people with. But take the perfection side out of it. Take out, websites and logos and all that kind of crap. It's not you. You are you. You are your face, your personality, your voice, your ability to be genuine and authentic. That's your brand. Okay? So there's a lot more discussion around that, but I just want to make sure that it's not about perfection for you guys. Okay? Number 3, obviously I've got some notes written down here that I'm just checking, keeping myself on track. It's also not about being an expert. So if you are stopping your brand in some way, or you're not using certain words because you think you need to be an expert, that is not the case. As long as you are willing to learn, so invest in maybe some training, mentorship, something or other, you're learning, you're increasing your skill level. And that's where you stand out from the others. When you increase your level, you invest in something, and that can be time or money, either or both. You learn something and then you turn around and teach it to others. You can be extremely valuable to other people without being an expert. If you're willing to learn, you think, oh, that'd be really valuable information to, the people that watch me. Turn around and teach it. That piece of information can be an amazing piece of information for somebody else. It doesn't mean you have to be an expert in it. You just learn something, turn around and teach it to others. So personal branding is not about being an expert in anything. It's about finding your little niche area that you want to be known for and help people with and all the rest of it. Invest, learn, teach. Okay, so personal branding you don't have to wait until you're an expert. You don't have to think that you need to be an expert. If some of you think that you are not good enough to have a personal brand, get over yourself. Everybody's got some kind of value to bring to others. All of you. All of you have got something that you can learn, turn around and teach to other people, and it will be valuable to that other person, whether you are who you are or whether you are Tony Robbins. Okay? So it's not about being an expert. If you've got all sorts of issues about you can't create a brand because you're not good enough, get over yourself and get some confidence in the fact that you can invest, learn, and teach. You may not know it all now. Who knows everything anyway? None of us ever get there. If somebody says to me, I've arrived, I'm here, you should all watch me because I'm awesome and I've now set up a business page and you should all listen to me and I don't need to have to try at networking or engaging or interacting because I've arrived, then, I say no more. Anyway, number 4. This might throw you a little bit, guys, but I'll give you my personal experience with this as well. You don't have to be passionate about your personal brand to start with, to have a personal brand. So it doesn't, there's a method to my madness, so hear me out. But you don't have to be oozing with passion about something to be able to build a personal brand, because you are you. It's just you, and you have different interests, and those interests will grow and develop. And you might find that in your little niche, you've specialized in one particular area rather than another. But it wasn't your passion in the beginning, but you've grown into your passion. So let me put this into perspective for you. So I sign up to some mentorship, pay big bucks. Yep, I want to learn this online thing. It's not my expertise. I'm a corporate girl, but this online stuff, this is the way I want to build my business. I don't want to hassle my family and friends anymore. Teach me this online stuff. Okay, so Helen, this is what we recommend you do and how you brand yourself. And it's quite similar to how I brand myself now. And I'm sitting there going, I feel like a bit of a fraud. How can I teach people, other people like me, about how to build their business online when I've only just started the journey myself and I haven't even really had any success yet with it? I struggled with it and it was not my passion. Have I grown that passion? I hope you can see I have. I love turning up live and talking to you guys. Love it. I love all things social media. I love researching it. Just all things, I just love giving people information that they can actually use. It's not a whole lot of words, but it's actually something that's useful to you so you can move your business forward. Wasn't my passion when I first went online and started my business page? Absolutely not. I didn't know what I was doing. No idea. When I was going live, was I full of confidence? Absolutely not. I didn't even know what I was talking about half the time. I just learned stuff and I turned around and taught it to other people. So if you have people in your ear saying, you got to do what you're passionate about, and, you can't do that because you're not passionate about it, I would say to you and challenge the fact that you might not even have built a passion yet, but it doesn't mean you can't. Have I built a massive passion for this industry and what I do here with you guys? Absolutely. Did I start with that burning passion to then go online and do it? No. Am I having success with it? And am I building a community and, doing courses, and has it taken me all in different directions and have over 300 people join my team in the last 7 months? Yes, and yes. Did I start with a driver when I grew up as a little girl to start a business page and start talking to other network marketers about how to build a business online? Absolutely not. Felt like a fraud. I was one of those people that did not like network marketing. I'm not going to do that. Why would I want to do that? That makes me feel uncomfortable. I talked to those people. They said, no, I'm well respected in the corporate industry. This doesn't feel good. I don't want to do this. All of that. So did I have a passion for starting this business page? No. Have I grown one? Absolutely. So I just want to point out to you, those that are wrapped up in a personal brand, if you've got people around you saying, well, you can't start a business page or you can't start a brand unless it's got to be something you're really passionate about. It doesn't have to be. For majority of you, hopefully, like if you're really into health and wellness, or you're really into makeup, or you're really into travel, or you're really into insurance, each to their own, like whatever it is, if you've got the passion, even better, obviously. So if you can start a business page and you've got that passion and you just love talking about it, even better, fantastic. What I want to get through to you though is it's not essential to have that passion when you don't even know what your passion is yet. So I'm sorry I can't see your comments because I don't know whether this is landing with you guys or not, whether you're resonating with what I'm saying or you're sitting there going, what the hell is she talking about? I don't know. I'll go back to your comments after when I can see them. But I just want to really get that through to you guys. Don't think that you have to have the passion piece worked out from the beginning because you might not know what that is yet. And I didn't. So I want to give you my example to say it's okay if it's not your burning passion when you start a business page. You're learning, you're growing, and you might change the goalpost. You might go in a completely different direction. Or you might go in a similar direction, but you've found one element of that direction that is something that really lights you up. So it's okay not to be 100% passionate about when you first start building your brand, okay? It will evolve. You will evolve as you grow an audience and people start engaging and interacting with you, and you get to learn what people like hearing with the different content that you deliver, then you'll start working it out, okay? I really hope that makes sense to you guys. I really wish I could see your comments. Anyway, number 5. It is also not about portraying something that you are not. So it's can you see the common theme here? I'm a fraud. I don't know what I want to do. I need to be passionate about it. I'm not good enough. How can I do that or talk about on lives when, I haven't had success myself? Who's going to listen to me? All that kind of stuff. It's also not about fabricating that or putting some words or something up in lights on social media that you're actually not. Okay? So when I see business pages that use words like expert, you could use specializing in, I guess, but just, even that, are you really a specialist? So don't try to portray something in your personal brand that you're actually not. Because people don't respect that. It's not genuine and it's not authentic. So there's lots of words and things that you can use as a personal brand that builds you as an authority. The whole reason we do this business page thing, guys, is because it helps build your credibility and authority. When you continue to show up and you continue to teach things to people, you become valuable. When you become valuable, the money comes. You want to earn more money? Become more valuable on social media. It's as simple as that. So when you start a business page and you start giving value over and over and over again, you're the consistent one when everyone else has dropped off because they've given up because they didn't make their million in their first 6 months. Oh, shock horror. Social media doesn't work. Business pages don't work. I'm going to stay on my personal profile because I get 3 times as many views over there as over here. It's still your family and friends, people. You're not going to build your empire with your family and friends. You want targeted people on your business page. But anyway, expectations. We still don't want to portray ourselves as something that we are not. And don't use words like expert in or something. When you are starting your journey, you don't have tangible success. People will see straight through it and they will lose, their respect for you if you create some kind of personal brand that's creating an impression that is not reality. When you are authentic and you are genuine and you talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, the successes, the failures, and everything else in between on social media, people respect you for that. And no one's perfect. People don't resonate with perfect. People don't resonate with experts. There are people that reach out to me that have said to me, I tried to reach out to that person who is far more successful than I am, but it's like they never answered my message. And you just keep it real. So, and then I'll answer the message. Oh my God, I can't believe you even answered me. And it's like, oh, hello. I am a real person and I do care about people's results. So don't always think that the person who's up in lights is the most relatable person, to somebody learning something. Invest, learn, teach. Don't be fake about it. Don't try to be a perfectionist about it. Have an understanding that you don't have to have a massive passion around it to begin with, maybe. It's something that's been recommended to you because it works. Then trust that. If you trust somebody that's giving you the mentorship and the advice and they're doing it themselves and they're having success with it, it may be a good thing to do, although you're not passionate about it to begin with. And if it really doesn't resonate with you, then you change the goalpost slightly and then you work out what does resonate with you and what your passions are. Okay? So I just really hope all of that gives you, because as I said, I talk about a lot about what branding is, but I also want to be really clear about what personal branding isn't. So you've got to put both together to try to work out, but at the same time, not put all this pressure on yourself to have it all nutted out. Just because you start a business page and you start branding yourself online, you don't have to have it all figured out. You'll grow and you'll evolve, and that's what gains you the credibility and authority. When you continue to talk about the same thing or similar things all the time, that's what people get to know you for. And they keep coming back and listening to you because you're giving good value. Hopefully, you guys keep coming back and listening to me because I'm very in tune with what you guys need, and my vibe attracts my tribe. So I don't have people from bricks and mortar businesses really turn up on my lives because I'm all about home-based business owners. And let's leverage the internet and brand ourselves. We're not branding a bricks and mortar business here. It's not what I teach or not what I do. So those people are not really listening to me. So when your vibe and your brand evolves, you will attract the people to you that want to hear what you want to say, and it just grows. Did that make any sense at all, guys? I talked a lot then. It makes the lives a little bit quicker because I'm not reading your comments and being distracted, but I hope that's helpful to you guys. And any of you that need help with branding, I put the link above. You just got to, I deliberately put spaces in my links above because Facebook doesn't like clickable links, and they reduce your organic reach on your videos or your posts when you've got clickable links that take them off Facebook. So I've got the link up above, but I've deliberately got spaces in it. So you need to just copy and paste it and take the spaces out of it. I've got the 11th round. I can't believe I've done 10 rounds already. 11th round of my branding course starting next Monday. If you want to sort out your branding, I work with you for a whole month, and we sort out your branding as much as we possibly can, so you can be more productive and effective and valuable on social media. Rather than talking about this and talking about that and not really knowing where you stand on social media, let's try to fine tune it and get you a brand that's as suitable and relevant to you at this point in time, knowing that it doesn't necessarily have to be something you're 100% passionate about, but let's get some lines defined as to where you're at now. So then any lives that you do in the future, any posts that you do in the future, it's all congruent with that brand, and your social media efforts actually count. Because you can spend a hell of a lot of time on social media and it doesn't mean anything because your brand is all over the place. People don't really know what you're promoting or what you're doing or what you stand for. So you're wasting your time. So I cannot emphasize enough how important this branding piece is. So take the time and energy to sort it out, because everything else flows from branding. Everything. If you're confusing your audience, you're confusing on social media, your audience will be confused about what you're at. They're not going to buy anything off you because they don't even get what you're on about. So it's really, really important to have that crystal clear. Okay, let me just pick up on some comments. Karen said, awesome value. Michelle's got the thumbs up. Crystal saying, makes perfect sense. Edith, yes, makes sense. Lynn, your interaction with your crew is one of the things that sets you apart from others. Treating us like real people instead of another number. Yeah, some of you may not know me very well, but I actually really do care about a hell of a lot of people in this community. I really do, and I want to see you succeed. I know to some of you that might just be words, but those of you that know me well will know that I do mean that. Hey, Judy and Bob, very helpful, says Crystal, great value, makes a lot of sense. Laurie, if you hadn't done the branding course, do yourself a favor and do it. I learned so much. Thank you, Laurie. So true. Yes, I highly encourage Helen's branding course. It's truly worth it. Oh, thank you, guys. Brady, awesome advice as always. I really want to do some rebranding. Yep, and that's the case as well. You might already have a business page, but is it representing you in the best light? Are you actually, nailed it down a little bit closer to what you want to be known for on social media? So sometimes we do need to rebrand and do a recheck. And so some of you, some people in the branding course, they're not starting a page, they're rebranding a page. And I give lifetime access. So there's plenty of people that come back and we revisit their branding because you get lifetime access to the course. Great info, says Karen. I'm glad you're here, says Laurie. Emma, Helen's branding course is amazing, so valuable. Thank you, Emma. You guys rock. Love you guys. Anyway, I have talked long enough. I just hope this is really valuable information for those of you that are a little bit raw with personal branding in knowing not only why we do it, but what to be wary of and stay away from. Okay, guys. So as always, it's awesome to be here with you. I'm sorry I can't see your comments. I'll go back and attend to those in a moment. But thank you for being here with me. I do want to acknowledge the people in the video challenge. There is a lot of people in my 21-day video challenge that are either finished yesterday, finishing today, or just about to finish in different time zones. So amazing, amazing job. Life transformations happen in those video challenges. I know it, I've seen it more than once. It's just amazing. So next week I'll be announcing the winners to that. So make sure you tune in with me. Well, tune in with me 5 days a week anyway, but next week I'll be announcing the winners of that. Okay. So I will see you same time, same place tomorrow. Your captain is signing out.